Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentlemen podcast for Monday, October. What's the date tomorrow? It is the
4th.
4th. May the October 4th be with you.
I knew it. I knew it.
Save there, Scott.
Stop.
Here with Uncle T-Bag, Tyler Sunt,
Hello.
and All Day Eric the Shane.
Hello.
Did I say my name? I'm Scott Briefin, just in case I didn't.
I'm sure
Just
people.
in case you guys don't know.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know.
Hey, could be somebody's first episode ever. You never know.
Mm-hmm. You never know.
That's true.
I'm gonna buy all these
That's
YouTube
true.
views. Pay
Yeah.
$30 for 10,000 fake bot views.
Perfect.
I think most people do that. That's surprisingly a common thing, which is I'm surprised that's still
It isn't-
allowed.
I
Wow.
tried this once upon a time, 10
Mhm.
years, no, more than 10 years ago. Didn't work.
Okay.
It's-
More than really back then still.
well, yeah, actually maybe, yeah, it probably would have been 18. So yeah, like 10 years ago when I.
Oh my God.
I feel
wow.
when I
like you.
first
I feel like
started-
you could now though.
No, now
must
it's
be able to.
still
it's
just as bad.
It's still just
Yeah.
stupid bots that don't do anything.
Yeah.
You get the
Mhm.
number total next to it, but
Mhm.
it doesn't
But they
translate
don't-
into anything.
They don't. They don't.
Because there's no
comment, they don't-
watching.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, they
time.
don't.
Just your numbers going up, which doesn't mean traffic, right? Just more people. We have more subscribers, but no views. So then, what the hell's the point? Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Anywho, it is Monday. Ask Us Anything Monday. The first Monday of every month is Ask Us Anything Monday. We used to do this
Yeah.
every single week, but we used to not get too many questions.
Yeah.
And so we only do this once a month now. And yeah, let's get into it. Our first question, well, we got a few questions here from Cameron. He says,
Ooh.
spooky season is here.
Okay.
Yes.
First off, give Thanksgiving its respect, all right?
Mhm.
Spooky season's after that, okay?
Oh, stop.
He says, any fond Halloween memories? Very vague, general, blanket questions.
Yeah. I mean, a couple times, always dressing up for school. Remember one year in grade 2, I was like the Red Power Ranger, like in a homemade Power Ranger costume. It was pretty sweet.
Nice.
I'm impressed with that. Yeah, and then I find as I've gotten older, the parties I tend to remember more. Like there was I used to be a party every year in Malag, a big a big Halloween party, big dance, and yeah, that was always a fun time. And then recently, a couple years ago, our big Halloween party at Jermaine's. Was it last year or year before? I can't remember now.
I think it was the year before.
That was year before, right?
Where
Yeah, I wasn't
everybody
mean
fell
to last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
We were all
going
like,
hard.
going home as soon as we got there. We were going
like,
hard for the first hour or two, and
oh.
everybody's just like,
Oh, then of course
After.
Sherida, May's cooked us. She has cooked us an awesome feast,
books
and we
us
all
for
overindulged.
feast.
Like, oh god damn it! Like now we're just gonna
watch
a lot of
Happy
fun.
Gilmore and fucking
Yeah.
sit on the couch and fall asleep. Like, it's terrible.
Oh yeah. It
But the
was
first hour or 2 hours, 3
Oh, we were
hours was
going-
like,
blast.
yeah.
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 But
I
no,
was
and
like
then,
beelining it straight for the fucking puking in the
Mhm.
toilet later. We all just came to a stop, grinding halt after the food.
Right.
We just fucking sat on the couch and that was it.
Mhm.
That was a good memory. That was fun.
That was a good
Was
one.
it last year?
That was a good
That
one.
was last year, yeah.
It was last year. Okay, yeah.
No, it was the year before. Last year, I remember I took Carly and Leia. I think
No.
for Halloween.
I'm sure. No,
Was it
no,
last year?
It was
There's only
last
been
year.
1 year
Yes.
of COVID so far.
Yes.
Well, technically,
Yeah,
technically we're on year 2.
Year 2. Yes.
This will be the
It
second
was last year.
COVID Halloween.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
Okay.
was. Yeah.
Seems like it's been longer.
I know.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not a big Halloween guy. Never
Mhm.
have been. But I did like going to Spitty's that one
Yeah.
time, and
I
we
knew
were dancing and just super drunk on the dance floor, and
Yeah.
I was just like grabbing Halloween decorations just off the wall from Spitty's. I'm like holding this like foam
Tombstone?
tombstone. I'm like dancing around. All of a sudden I see Tyler. He's like his phone out recording me. I just like just like smack his phone out of his hand. It just like
Yeah.
tumbles
Yeah.
down. That's
You
hilarious.
freaking launched it right out of my hands.
Yeah.
He was doing the whole dancing with it. I'm trying to get a good shot and film of it. I have to find the video, and then he sees me just fucking. You see the camera flipping through the air. I'm like, what the fuck, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't
I think that was
I wasn't even
and then,
dressed up for that. I don't think. Were you?
no, that
I
was
don't think you were.
no, because that was at the same time too. Like Kent and Jared were there too, and Kent was the big penguin. Or was that the
I
year
feel like
after?
he was.
Yeah, because I know that's the one thing I remember too with the Smitty's party was I wanted to get a photo of Kent dancing in the penguin suit. And all I have is a blurry photo of a guy in a penguin suit like dancing. I'm like, oh damn it!
He's flapping and punching people.
Yeah,
The angry penguin.
yeah.
Was that the same? I don't think that was the same year as the
I don't think that
goldfish
was
guy,
no,
though.
because I wasn't
Right?
there for that. I
No,
wasn't there for that.
no, the goldfish guy was a different year. That
Yeah.
was incredible too. That was a lot of fun. Okay, the Halloween parties are so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the memorable ones for me, a long time ago, before it was, well, now it's probably severely frowned upon, but I dressed up as Coach Hines from Mad TV. I like shaved the top of my head, skin bald,
Oh yes, Coach
and
Hines.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
dyed my hair jet black, so I had like the receding hairline, like really dominant receding hairline, and I had a big black mustache and used concealer makeup,
Mm-hmm.
like dark skin, the yellow suit and tie, and the hiked up shorts and knee high socks and a whistle. And I went into this nightclub at Whiskey Jack's in Edmonton, and I ended up getting the best costume of the night. And I ended up saying like, "Hey, drinks are on me." It's $250 worth of shots for everybody that was in the bar, and
Jeez,
it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
nice.
It was a lot of fun. That was a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also from Cameron, he says, "How long and where did you go trick or treating?" I mean, I grew up in Oak Point, so I did pretty much up and down the hill, I guess. Kind of. There's only a few years where it's like we tried to hit every single house in town, which just takes absolutely forever.
Mhm.
But yeah, you just Elk Point there. Sometimes you go to like the stores and that sort of thing. Co-op would always have like giving out free cans of pop, which was nice. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Eric and I lived out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Mhm.
So we knew a few people like
Yeah.
down the road, like a couple kilometers away. We would go and visit them, and they would have like bags ready for us when we showed up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you
And then
could never walk to the place. There's always you just
no,
get a ride to every spot because every spot was half a kilometer away or whatever else, right? So you go, you
exactly.
drive, you trick or treat, and you get back in the car and go to the next place. And
Yeah,
yes, you
get
stay
the old
within.
Ford Windstar loaded up with the boys and take them out trick or treating. And then
Yeah.
we'd make our way to Ashmont for the end of the night. We'd go to Ashmont sometimes and go to our grandparents, and
Yeah, a
grandma
couple
would have
times when I was
a
younger,
whole bag of candy.
we go to Malake too, visit my grandparents, and go a few houses around their aunts and uncles. But mostly I stayed around St. Lina growing up with that, and which well, up until I want to say probably 10, 11 years old. Because by the time I was in junior high, I was pretty much like, okay, you're just gonna sit here and handle candy instead. There, so you're too old to trick or treat. Now I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair. I just
Yeah.
because. And then like I would make the effort to buy lots of candy because we're gonna have lots of people coming over this, and then like they maybe 30, 40 come up like, oh no, all this extra candy is just gonna sit here. How terrible! Like, oh,
Right?
perfect.
Just chowing down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's your rolls all night.
No,
Oh yeah.
I remember like one of the best Halloween nights. Well, our friend from school, the Majuls there, they
Oh
would
yeah.
have an intricate setup on their
Yes.
deck, and I remember the one year we went up there, and who the heck was I? I think it was Brad was sitting on the bench,
Mhm.
and we're going to the bowl to open up candy, and then Roger jumped out, and he had like the Halloween outfit on with the knife and the hockey mask.
Yep.
Fucking 8 years old, having a heart attack. Holy crap! He used to scare the shit out of everybody. He was so gung ho for Halloween. That
Jeez,
guy, like
yes.
he was.
I remember that
Yeah.
too, and I was I couldn't walk, man, so my mom was carrying me up to the steps. I was in my costume still, and like she
Yeah.
almost she said she almost dropped me at that time because Roger was so
Yeah.
fucking like, scared her too. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, he was a
I
monster,
remember
man.
that. Yeah, I remember
He would just
that.
terrified people. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always good for that.
I love Halloween. How could you
But that
not
was
like
one. That
Halloween?
was one
It's so
thing
much
around home
fun.
that was never like, yeah, you trick or treat, but no one really ever did like the fancy yard decorations or had the whole yard like some people here in town. But
Yeah, here in St.
yeah,
Paul, it's pretty
Mhm.
good, honestly. Like, there's one family in particular that does really well. That's the Burtons.
Burton's, yeah, the
But
same Ben's.
yeah, they're freaking
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
But yeah,
I remember just one quick little story, but I remember
Sure.
years ago, I had a friend who lived in the apartment building in up by the north side of Elk Point there,
Mhm.
and so we went there. It's like, dude, there's like 30 places in here. Like, quick, like, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
And so we, like, went in there, and it was like, yeah, half of them were, like, expecting or ready for, like, trick-or-treaters. The other half were like, it's Halloween, or like they weren't there.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Yeah.
I remember getting like, yeah, just like a mixture of like candy, sometimes pop or whatever, and it was like some bags of noodles, like Ichiban noodles and stuff like
They
that.
didn't have anything,
They're like, oh,
probably.
fuck,
They're like, oh shit, it's Halloween. Here, have this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
On that note,
Go ahead. Sorry.
what was a quick little tangent here? What was your guys' favorite Halloween candy to get growing up?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite Halloween candy?
I grew up. I love still to this day Tootsie Rolls. That was one of my favorite ones to go to. Oh yeah, I love them. Yeah.
I didn't before. I like those a lot now. I'll eat
Mm.
them now, but before when I was a kid, I'm like, man, this is garbage. This is like disgusting.
The lollipop Tootsie Rolls. Those are the best treat.
The red ones?
Any color, just the ones with the purple, red ones, all the ones
I
with
mean,
the lollipop and the Tootsie Roll in the middle.
like
Yeah.
roll pop was okay, but like just a regular Tootsie Roll.
Mm.
Mm.
Love them.
There's a lot better than that.
I know, but
I was all about the chocolate bars, Reese peanut butter cups, or those little Reese, little foil wrapped Reese's or something. The chocolate was always my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I had to choose a candy, it would probably be the Popeyes, the fake cigarettes, those little sugar cigarettes.
Still around nowadays?
I don't know. That stuff was like crack to me.
I think they might be. They're called like candy sticks though. Or
I think so.
something.
Yeah, they don't offer them like a cigarette carton anymore. I don't think, but yeah.
I remember I used to put them in my mouth and I would like dissolve them on the tip and make them into like little needles.
Of course.
Just to, like make them really sharp. Survival. You have to survive. You know my history.
Put them on your pillow for night.
Yeah, it's just I couldn't give them one.
Shank you.
Shank you. Yeah, trying to steal my Halloween candy. Not today, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, probably Reese's, I guess.
Yeah, Reese's
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 little Twixes, maybe too. Those are good.
Mm.
Last one here from Cameron. He says, "Any favorite Halloween TV specials?"
Besides The Simpsons?
Yeah, I mean
those were always good.
Yeah.
I remember on the Family Channel, there was a movie that would play called like The Halloween Tree or something like that. It was like an animated cartoon. I have to make sure I'm getting the name right.
Oh.
And like a kid like dies or something like that, and it's like all his friends like go to this house and they see a pumpkin that looks like his face or something. And they're like, dude, this guy's like this crypt keeper who lives in this house has his soul. And they like go through time and different cultures on how they celebrate Halloween and Day of the Dead and all this other stuff. And I was like, this is a fucking trippy movie. It's almost too scary for kids. Like,
see, one I loved back then. Now I hate it because it's such a hipster movie. It's so like anything. It was Hocus Pocus, but back then in the '90s was such. I loved the movie every time it came on around Halloween. But now it's like this cult, like following. Now it's all this big hipster movie. And I was like, oh fuck! Like it was so good before. Now you guys ruined it because now it's all in everything now. And it's, yeah, it's like I loved it growing up, but now I can't. And now I feel like I can't because it's cool to like it now. It's like, well, fuck, but back then it was just a cool movie to watch around Halloween. Whatever. You know,
it's like Christmas Vacation comes out on Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, every Christmas that movie comes out. But yeah, for me, I can't really think of anything that jumps out really other than Simpsons having a Halloween special.
Oh yeah, those were always
good.
Every now and then, now that I have Disney Plus, they're on Disney Plus. I'll watch a few just to watch it. Those ones because the last few have been terrible. But like from seasons like 4 to 13 or so, they've been really good. Those are the really good ones I find. So I haven't watched any of the newer ones lately because that's
The Brooklyn Nine-Nine Halloween episodes are really good too because they're always those heist episodes.
Oh yeah, Halloween heists. That's right.
Those are cool. I always like those ones.
Yeah.
Such
a good show.
Yeah.
Did you find the movie?
Finished. Yeah, it's called The Halloween Tree.
It is called The Halloween Tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool. Moving on. Aaron asks, if you could change your name, what would you pick? Change your name.
I remember when I was a kid, I always wanted to name Jack. Just Jack. Yeah. I love that name. I don't know why. It's just got such a sharp, catchy.
Jack.
awesome sound is Jack. Hey, Jack. What's up, Jack? Jack.
I don't know what I would pick
Then you
for a
could
name.
like picture Evangeline Lilly from Lost screaming your name, Jack.
Jack.
It's like, yeah,
Or Jack from Titanic.
yeah,
Jack.
yeah,
I won't let you go, Jack. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why that name.
maybe.
Stop letting me go, man. Is it because my name's Tyler? Oh, I'm just kidding. No, Jack would be. It'd probably be Jack. I think Jack would be cool.
That's a decent name.
I like Jack.
This wouldn't be my name, but I got NBA 2K22, and I made my guy and I named him Slick Dickerson.
Slick Dickerson.
Yeah, because like you can pick like like generated names that like the announcers will actually say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, first name Slick, last name Dickerson. It's like, Slick Dickerson for 3.
Slick Dickerson.
It's pretty good.
I'm surprised that name's not more popular in the porn industry. That's a good one.
And I made him look like Keanu Reeves. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I never thought of something like this to comment myself a different name. I've always been happy with
Tyrese.
Eric. Tyrese. Oh god.
Tyrese.
Tyrese. Yeah, there you go.
Matthew.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Craig.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Bartholomew.
Yeah, it'd be really long and like
Yeah.
biblical name. Like, yeah.
Cornelius.
Ezekiel.
Cornelius.
Yeah.
Cornhole Cornelius.
Pythagoras. No, just kidding. Ancient Greek name.
Ancient Greek name, yeah.
Aaron also asks, what's your dream home?
What's my dream home?
Mm.
Like, what does it look like? What is it?
Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know. It's big.
I don't know. Like I was wondering too. Like I was looking at a place to live, and well, they don't want like super big, but I mean, the bigger it is, the more upkeep it requires and everything else. But do I need, if it's just myself, I don't need a 4 or 5 star or a 5 room house, right? Just
this is your dream, not realistic. It's a dream.
Yeah, but
Pie in the sky.
Yeah. Mine's
big ass
a
party
big,
mansion.
Yeah, pretty much. A big party mansion with a bar and a theater room, pool in the back, 3 or 4 levels, huge veranda,
and a basketball court.
Yeah, for sure. Just for the fuck of it, right? When the kids come over, we can play basketball and
there you go.
Shoot some hoops and pool tables.
Plenty of guest rooms.
Yep. Oh yeah. And the man cave and
maybe like
hobby room
on the side or something.
Right? Guest house, yeah,
this,
huge yard.
It's like this abandoned mansion in like Ontario. This YouTube video came out on like a couple weeks ago. Okay. It's like this lumber plywood company. It was like going to be like his house / like the headquarters for this company. So it's just like a huge, massive fucking building. And then like 2008 like happens. And it all goes to shit. And basically, like, they were, like, in the middle of building this thing. And they just, like, basically just abandoned it. It's kind of, like, trippy to, like, see YouTube videos of, like, dude, this would be, like, the fucking nicest house in, like, Canada. But, like, it's all, like, destroyed now. Like, you'd, like, need, like, $20 million probably to, like, get it back to, like...
Fix it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Have to go check it out.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Right? It was like on this like really like beautiful lake too. Like it had its own like boat like dock like garage in it and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's nuts.
What?
Yeah.
Weird.
And like I think like some company like the town essentially is like, well, like the town got possession of it or whatever, so they tried to sell it. And I think like they couldn't sell it like for even like $300,000 because it's like, what are you gonna do with it?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Anywho,
weird.
Nicole asks, have you or anyone you know been involved in an MLM / pyramid scheme? My mom and my sister have. They did was it Avon and essential oils or something? Yeah. I don't know if my mom was in that. thing, but I don't know.
No, I don't. No, I can't say I have.
No, none of my close family. No, I know I probably have a few cousins that do stuff like that, but I don't
I
follow
almost
them
did.
or buy into any of that. But yeah.
When I was, well, it was a long time ago. Somebody was saying, "Hey, you should join up with this company." I can't remember what the fuck the name of it was, but you're just like you sell vitamins and minerals. It's like this vitamin mineral company,
Oh
and you
yeah.
have different pills, and you sell them. And if you sell so many, you can whatever. Like it's, yeah, I vaguely remember, and I was like, oh, this is one of those fucking weird pyramid scheme things, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, but never was actually a part of it. Trying to remember who the fuck was trying to get me involved in that.
You only see like MLMs like target like guys. Like, it's like always like women that are, I don't know why that is. Maybe there's just like more products that appeal to that, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I think it just
Maybe.
depends on what it is. Yeah. I don't know.
It's funny. It's funny when you get messages from people that you haven't talked to in
Mhm.
like 20 years. And it's like, hey, how's it going? Haven't talked to you since whatever, blah, 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 blah. And, I'm not going to take up much of your time, but I'm selling this. I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Stop. I'm like, oh, somebody wants to reconnect. Oh, no. Oh, I see.
No,
I
it's
see.
not that. No.
There it is. There it is. Block.
Also here from Nicole. Are you afraid of trying new things or pretty open to it?
Pretty open to
I'm
it. Mhm.
very open to trying
Mhm.
new things.
Growing up, I was extremely like picky and eater. When it comes to food, especially, I was always picky and I always wanted a certain thing. But now I'm open to try whatever else, especially when it comes to food. I really want to.
Yeah. Well, when it comes
Thank
to food, I'm pretty stuck in my
Mm.
ways for the most part. But I'm like, yeah, I'll try anything at least once. But like for moving and going places and doing stuff, I'm usually like, yeah, let's do it. Sure.
Mhm.
All right. Let's go.
I'm a bit of an introvert, so probably pretty against it. Like food and stuff, I'll try whatever. But like activities,
But yeah,
I don't know.
it depends. It depends on the activity though. Like we were offered to go to we're in Mexico for a wedding. We're there for a week. And we're offered to go for like a day trip, like go around, boat around, some stuff around Mexico. It sounded fun, but I'm like, I don't want. That sounds like a lot of work too. It's like I'd rather just stay here and drink at the bar. I don't feel like jumping from boat to an island where I have to go off my chair. It's like I'm down for trying things, but not now.
Okay, your case is understandable, but
Yeah, it's like cool, but I'm just gonna stay over here and just drink at the pool. So later,
right.
you'll have fun.
Yeah.
It's like I was like 35 above. They all got sunburnt and got seasick. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of why. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's it for the users questions.
Users.
Fan submitted questions.
users.
Yeah, we got a couple questions we've each come up with for each other too. So who wants to start?
Okay, I'll go with this one here. Carly, actually, I asked Carly. I said, "Hey, you had a question?"
Yeah.
And she said, "If we had to eat one thing for the rest of our life, what would it be?"
And
it was
get sick of it.
You never get. Well, I mean,
No.
doesn't
Probably
matter.
do, but
It's enough sustenance that you can live normally eating it. I was like, okay.
So like it breaks like all vitamin things like
yeah,
you'll,
exactly.
like,
You'll be able to
die.
survive on it, but you can only eat the one thing and that's it.
Well, if I say pizza, is it all pizza?
It has
or
to be one
okay, it has to be one
particular
specific kind.
pizza. One specific kind.
Okay,
that you want.
that's not what I thought. I was like, oh, I'll just pick. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chinese food because I can have like the 5-6 different things. It's like, well, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't count. It has to be like one.
A specific dish.
One specific dish.
Like
I think steak and fries. I think is
steak.
probably.
I was saying fucking steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite meal is steak, potatoes, and a side of salad, and I'd be content for the rest of my life with that.
I feel like the one thing that I tend to have, I make it quite a bit, and I live on it for like 3 or 4 days after, like 2 meals a day, is lasagna. I could live off lasagna, honestly.
Yeah,
if it's made well,
yeah,
and you got garlic toast with it, it's
that's a good one too.
Yeah, I would say lasagna. I think probably be my number one.
Double bacon cheeseburger with fries and gravy.
Mm,
I would, yeah, that would be a hard
be
one to
good.
get bored of. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah,
But
that'd be
I would
nice.
still
Nah,
prefer, I prefer
steak
steak.
and fries.
Yeah, steak,
No,
steak potatoes, mashed potatoes. Yep.
I
Some
stick with
greens,
I stick with my lasagna.
some peas or greens. Oh yeah. Oh,
I like tomato sauce. Lost in the sauce.
Awesome.
yes.
Gotta have that sauce. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good question.
That or pizza. That or pizza.
Mm.
Just like pepperoni pizza.
Yep. Pepperoni. Or sorry, Canadian. So pepperoni,
Ah.
bacon, mushroom. Ooh.
Ugh. Get that mushroom.
Yeah, that's all right.
Loaded up with the mushrooms.
The meat lovers.
Rubbery, delicious mushrooms.
Got another question there, Tyler? Or
Oh yeah, I do. Sorry,
Sure.
I got
All
lost
good.
in the sauce there.
Okay.
I thought, what would be one of the worst jobs to have back in medieval England, back during the medieval times? What would be one of the worst jobs you could probably have back then?
I would say corpse carrier or whatever it was when they bring out your dad. You have to call them around all day. Mortician, I guess would be what it would be it would be called because you're in
It'd be
disease all
a
day.
gross job,
It was
but I don't know if that'd be the worst.
No, it's up there.
I feel like being like somebody that takes care of royalty, like those like a
Yeah.
servant
It's
or something.
It's probably the meeting, but I mean, you're probably the most well off of all peasants.
I guess, or
Yeah,
being like a poor fucking infantryman or something, like just
Yeah.
a spear guy or
Yeah.
something, like a soldier back then. Or
Mhm.
yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know, or even just like a peasant, just being a peasant back then.
Yeah,
You have to provide all this food for whoever is in
Mhm.
charge, and then you
Yeah.
have to also support your family. You know,
Because he's
yeah,
like a farmer or something.
yeah.
yeah,
Farming
probably a
back then
farmer.
would have been shit.
Fuck, you throw your back out before you're 30, you're just fucking crippled and
And then they
can't
can
do nothing.
take all your money for taxes and
Exactly. You work so hard all year just to have like next to nothing left to survive on for the winter. Like, fuck that,
Jesus,
man.
sounds almost familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I feel.
Fair.
Probably peasant. But okay, next
poop
one.
bucket cleaner.
Yeah,
Yeah, poo bucket cleaner. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant by like serving, like people that go and like I don't know, wash
Get
the
in there.
nobles.
Yeah.
Get in the crevices. Yeah. Get in there. And my last question: if you could only watch one movie for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Which
Batman
one?
Under the Red Hood.
Really?
Favorite movie of all time. I watch it like 5 times a year. I can watch it the rest of my life. Not a problem.
It has to be a movie. It can't be a trilogy. It can't be a
That's
series. It
what
can't
it
be a
is.
TV show. It has to be a movie. Because I
Standalone.
was gonna say Lord of the Rings, but it's like no. So if I had to pick one movie, I think it'd be Return of the King, honestly.
Yeah, of those three.
Because it's
Yeah.
got the battles, it's got the good moments in there, it's got everything. It's everything.
I would pick. I like Two Towers more. If I had to pick one of those three. But yeah, it's just me. I like the Helm's Deep fight a lot.
That is a wicked fight. I like the fight at Gondor though. The slamming into the
Yeah, true.
with the Rohirrim slamming into the orcs. Oh,
Mm.
magic. Or even just the impending doom of the orcs smashing open the gate and they just pour in.
Yeah, true.
No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. And the big trolls come in, and
Oh,
Gandalf's just like,
in
"Oh
armor,
fuck!"
no fuck.
Like, "Oh fuck!" I remember that part when I was a kid. I was watching that part. I'm just like, "Fuck that! I'd be gone, man. I'm not standing my ground, you crazy old bastard." Yeah, that's a great movie. That's got to be that's the movie that I could watch.
I'd pick maybe like Into the Spider-Verse, maybe just because like it's like a fun kind of actiony movie. Like Return of the King's good, but man, it's a thick, heavy, dense movie.
It is. It is.
But I mean, like I think if you pick any movie, you have to watch the rest of your life. You're just gonna be fucked. You're gonna end up.
Yeah,
hating it.
getting something that's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, it was a tough one for me to pick, but out of all of them, just because Return of the King is such a long movie, and there's a
Yeah.
lot happening, it's like something that you could just like kind of watch little bits of here and there.
In this hypothetical, do I have memories of all the other movies I've seen?
Sure.
Maybe I might just pick like a really bad movie then, and then it's like, there you go. I don't taint the memory of Into the Spider-Verse. I'll just like have only fond memories of all the movies I've seen. It's like,
The Room.
or something like that, like some garbage movie 43 or whatever the fuck it's called. That garbage skip movie. Eric, you got some questions?
I do.
All right.
Start with this one here. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
Ooh, what?
Mhm.
Whoa! I wasn't ready for that.
Something deep, yeah. I always get told that I have nice eyes every now and then. I enjoy that one quite a bit.
No,
Mhm.
I get that one too sometimes.
Makes me feel like, oh,
Sometimes.
well, thank you. That's nice. Thank you. Bit of a pick me up.
Compliment.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Less negative. Let's talk about something positive.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here. I don't.
I mean, I get told I have a good beard, but I don't know if that's.
We're talking about physical compliments.
Or just
Compliments?
Compliments
Great.
about anything. About
Anything, man. Yeah.
I don't know.
I get told being told that I'm talented. I guess like creative and
I
talented.
do envy your beard, Scott. I tried
have a
growing one there.
majestic.
I shaved. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I can't stand it anymore. I don't know how you do it, because
You do have a majestic beard.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not worthy of the beard club.
I don't know. I don't like. I'm funny, I guess.
there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of people that are funny though, man. There's not. To be considered like, hey man, you're funny. That's a big compliment, honestly.
It's all lies. I'm just kidding.
I don't think so.
I
I doubt we'd be
believe you.
friends if you weren't funny.
What's that supposed to be? I got nothing else to offer.
I knew.
I fucking hate this guy, but damn, he could tell a good joke.
I don't. Yeah. No. As soon as I said it, I'm like, okay, that came out completely wrong. Rewind. Oh, it's the people that think they're funny and they're just not funny. But you're actually funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Thank you. What else you got, Eric? You got another one?
Excuse me, something in my throat all of a sudden. I'm out of water. Shoot.
It's all choked up.
Yeah, all choked up. What is the most ridiculous thing someone tricked you into believing? See, I remember growing up with older siblings, as being the youngest of ones, siblings tricking you into, like, monsters and shit like that. And, like, you don't behave and someone will get you, shit like that. It's like, okay, yeah, you guys suck. But, yeah, I mean, that's always one thing with that was, especially because you're, I'm the youngest one. You're the middle child, Scott, and Tyler, you're the oldest, right? So, yeah, you guys really had that older siblings tricking you into believing certain things. And, yeah.
My grandpa used to mess with us all the time when we were kids. He used to say that the earwax in our ears was carrots, and that eating it was okay because it's just carrots. I think about it now and like, how fucked up is that, man? We'd be like, oh. And like my grandma would just like let it happen too sometimes, and then she'd just be like shaking her head and like, oh, but it doesn't taste like carrots. He's like, it's just carrots, it's fine, yeah. And then we would go visit them back when they had their cabin out at Man Lake, back when there used to be a lake there. We go and spend the weekends with them, and we'd eat chicken noodle soup, but it tasted different than the chicken noodle soup our parents used to have. My grandpa would be like, oh, because it's not actual chicken noodle soup, it's turtle soup. They catch turtles and then they cook them and make turtle soup. So we were eating it. We were like, it's good, but we feel like, oh, we don't want to eat turtles. Like, that's so weird. Why would we want to eat turtles? And we believed for so long that there were turtles there, and we would always be looking for the turtles. There's like no fucking turtles anywhere. Like, what are you talking about? Like, grandpa, I don't know. Like, there's so many that he fucked with us on, man. Like, that guy was like the biggest jokester like ever. Yeah, turtle soup. It's like, I don't want turtle soup. I want chicken noodle. Turtle soup's better for you. Puts hair on her chest. Puts hair on her chest. Yeah, that's another thing he used to make us believe. If we ate something or did something, put hair on our chest. But yeah. But the earwax was probably the nastiest thing that he convinced us of. or had me convinced that it was earwax when I was a kid. That it was carrots, I mean.
And we're back. Apologize there for the quick little cut, but our recording software continues to freeze up a little bit on us. Doesn't stop recording, just freezes. So
Just freezes. I mean, you can't catch up.
might have to find an alternative
Uh-huh.
here. Anywho,
I got one more question there.
One more question from Eric.
Yeah, mine's a really quick one probably. What is the dumbest way you've been injured? I'm sure we probably talked about this before in the podcast, but yeah.
Might have, but
I separated I was separated my thumb, running around the house and like kind of shifted my weight wrong when I was a kid and like threw up my hand and it's like, yeah, fucked up my thumb and it's still to this day, it like pops out of joint every now and then. It's like, fuck, but it's just like chasing, I think I was just chasing my cousins around the house and just playing and yeah, it's just stupid. And of course, like for me, I'm like, I can't move, my hand is fucked, so I'm so fucked now. Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a young kid, we were having a wiener roast, and I think my dad was cooking my hot dog for me or something like that. And I must have been like 4 or 5 or something. And then yeah, I just remembered, all right, the hot dog's done, and just go like go to pull it off there, just burnt my hand. So that was smart. And then probably like a couple years later when I was like 5 or 6, my mom was inside. We stopped somewhere and my sister was in the back seat of our van, and while my mom was inside doing something, I was playing with like the sliding door of the van and ended up just like slamming my hand inside the door. Somehow didn't break anything actually, so I think it just got bruised pretty badly, but that was another pretty dumb way to do it.
SMRT.
Yep.
The only injuries that I really actually like broken anything, whatever, those are some legitimate, like it wasn't my fault kind of thing happened. But one of the ones that like almost I felt like I did break my nose. Like my nose was like bleeding so profusely. I was running downstairs at the old house I was in to go and grab something, and I shut the door behind me. It was like pitch black going down, and I thought I was near the bottom of the steps, so I went to like just go step the last 2 or 3. But I was still like halfway up the staircase and I started to fall. So I reached up and grabbed the railing as fast as I could to catch myself. But the momentum of myself falling, I swung around so fucking hard and my face went straight into the drywall. Boom! Whole house just shook and I broke the drywall. And I like, as soon as I hit the wall, I like let go and then I fell on my back like down the rest of the stairs. Anyway. And I'm like at the bottom, and then I remember the girl I was dating at the time, and her son at the top stairs, like, "Oh my god, what the fuck happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know." The guests that were there too were like, "What the fuck? Is he dead?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" They said the whole house just shook, rattled, everything. Like lights flickered. I hit it so freaking hard, man. It was insane. How I did not break my nose again, or maybe I did. I don't know, but holy crap. That was crazy. She's like, "Oh, I'm at the bottom." "Oh, no, I'm not." Then just grabbed the railing, swung up, bang. Fuck. But yeah, I guess it's better than going endoing down the stairs.
I tried done that too, so that's not fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my little sister's also done that somehow. Just boom, 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 boom.
Oh God. Yeah, I've my grandpa. He came over for supper one night. Speaking of falling downstairs, it's not funny. It's not funny. It's kind of funny, but it's not funny. So where he came over and his face was just fucked right up. We're like, "What the hell happened to you?" Because he's come over for supper one night, and he's like, "I fell down the fucking stairs." We're like, "How the hell did you fall down the stairs?" He said it was like it was middle of the night. He was he's on the toilet, his usual ritual, sitting on the toilet having a cigarette, and he got up and he was gonna go make himself a coffee at like 3, 4 in the morning, whatever. And it's probably where I get my coffee addiction from. He's going to make himself a coffee, and so he's walking out of the bathroom, turns right, and it's like then it opens up into like the kitchen area, and then to the left is a staircase down the landing to where the front door is. So anyways, he's walking, and he said he was walking, then all of a sudden he just started falling. He's like, he just walked straight down the stairs, like lost direction where the fuck he was going. None of the lights were on. It's like, dude, like the coffee pot's on. You can see the lights of the coffee pot and the stove and everything else. Like it's in this direction, but like he must have been. He's like, I don't know. I must still have to sleep. And then he said that he's like laying there. He has no idea how long he was laying there for.
Wow.
And like grandma came and saw him laying at the bottom of the stairs. She's like, what the fuck you doing down there? He's like, I fell down the fucking stairs, I guess, and just like yelled at each other and. Fuck, like
Jesus.
It's wild. It's wild. Man. Old people are wild. Yeah, it's scary, man.
Get turned around in your own house.
Yeah, just like walking. Complacency, I guess, at its finest. Yeah. This is east. Nope. Right down the fucking stairs, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's
one of the funny stories. One of the funny stories I've ever heard him tell us, man. Because he was like so serious about it, but he jokes being serious too. Yeah, It was so funny and scary too. Yeah,
right.
Crazy bastard.
Any more questions there, Eric? Or
no, that's all I got for now.
All right, I got two. Kind of go through them a little quickly, I guess. First one I came up with is if you could change one yes or no decision in the last 5 years, what would it be? It could be any yes or no decision. And the reason I came up with this question, I don't know why, is if Kawhi Leonard signed in Toronto, if the answer was yes, I'll sign the paper, I'd be such a more happier man in my life. Because it's kind of sad. You got this championship banner behind me. Out of all these, they put all the last names on each side. There's only 3 people that are on the team.
Yeah,
that was 3 years ago. Fuck.
Yes or no decision that I could change.
It's a big one.
Yeah,
or it could be a small one. Like mine is.
Yeah.
Very like not world changing at all. But
no,
it might be. You never know.
No, I feel like maybe my video camera, my new one, the super expensive one. I mean, I love it. I have no regrets buying it, but it's like I had so many plans for it, weddings to do, and gonna up my game, and but pandemic happened, and it was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm stuck with this thing.
But you didn't know about that when you bought it though. Like no one saw that coming. That's exactly
but like knowing what I know now, I would be like, okay,
that's hindsight.
No, and I'd stick with my other camera, which would still work for this and everything too. Like the quality would still be good, and but yeah,
that's what I would say. I would say no to that. Whoever the guy ate that one thing that caused all this shit. I would say that'd be the ultimate no right there.
Oh, so yeah.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Hey, you want to
try?
Maybe I won't. I won't eat that bat piss. That animal with the bat piston. Like maybe I won't have that. Yeah. Maybe you don't, there, buddy. And yeah, that'd be mine.
It's a pretty good one. Pretty good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's legit.
And then my last one. Is there a restaurant you'd like to go that you've never been before?
I've never been to like a super high end, like a Michelin 3-star restaurant ever, and I want definitely to try it. I know I watch lots of Anthony Bourdain, and I see lots of these high end restaurants on there. They're cool. Yeah. But they'll look filling, but they look like it's still an experience though. I wouldn't mind trying something like that, like maybe a fancy restaurant in France or something. Yeah, I'd be tempted.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
This is an experience that I'm sure, like I was like, oh, that was really cool. But I'd still be hungry as hell probably afterwards, knowing what I've seen. I'm like, cool, but I'm gonna go get a burger now because I'm starving.
Right.
Yeah.
Restaurant that I haven't been that I'd like to try. Kind of like you're like a nice fancy, like have a real top tier filet mignon or something like something that's something like Gordon Ramsay would go and eat and say is delicious. I want to know what kind of food is that tier because living in St. Paul, what's top tier here?
Yeah, I mean like
McDonald's when they get your order right. Hey,
The restaurants out here are good. There are a few good ones.
Oh
But
yeah,
they're not
for
like
sure.
no, they're not that right. So
Hmm.
and around here you never experienced something like that, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
No, for
probably
sure.
to a Twisted Fork, I'd say probably the most high-end restaurant here in town.
Probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
Or that FOB place, but I've never been there before.
I've never
so
been there
I'm
yet
not
either.
too
No. So
No, I
Mm.
have not.
sure. Yeah, kind of same line. Like, there's this one Italian restaurant in Rome that like Anthony Bourdain went to.
Mhm.
That the pasta just looked so
Oh,
good.
see, that's what I was trying to remember. I know there's pasta place in Italy somewhere that I've seen on a show somewhere that looked fucking incredible. I think that might be in an episode that I watched with you, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, it looked. It also was like very basic too. It's just like pasta. I think like maybe some oil and like some cheese or something like shredded
And
on
that's
there.
it.
Just the way
Yeah.
it looked.
Fuck, it
Yeah.
looked good.
But the
Yeah.
cheese is like a wheel
Yeah.
of cheese,
Mhm.
and they have a storehouse of all these massive wheels of cheese.
Mhm.
And like the pasta is all like hand rolled and made. Because I remember my mom used to make homemade pasta for us, like
Yeah.
way back, and the noodles were just like it was like a whole nother level, man. It was just
I want those two
Yeah.
for churro or chicken noodle soup homemade, and it's phenomenal because the noodles
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
way
homemade, home cooked noodles is like wow. Could you imagine going to Rome and having like someone
Really?
who's been passed down generation to generation those recipes, and you eat
Yeah.
like the real deal? But
Damn.
yeah, that would be fucking awesome. Just
Yeah.
go on like a couple
Mm-hmm.
of trips just to eat some good food.
Mhm.
But I'd
Mhm.
also like to try out like In-N-Out or like
Oh yeah.
Chipotle or something just to see what the fuss is about. Like, because you hear
Right.
like all these Americans talking about, well, especially Californians for sure, with
Yeah.
In-N-Out and
In-N-Out,
Chipotle. It's like
the
oh, I
go-to
wanna-
one. Chipotle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there one in Edmonton?
Oh.
I just swear I've gone to one in Edmonton. A Chipotle.
I don't. There might be. I don't know.
I'm sure
Maybe.
there was. I remember going to this like super fancy one downtown, like on 108th Ave, and I'm sure it was a Chipotle a couple years ago. But yeah, it could have been. That was a while ago.
Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Hmm.
Company
Maybe not. No.
Ontario, BC. That's it. There's only
Okay.
one in Ontario and one in BC. There might be one opening in Calgary.
Mm.
That's it.
Road
Yeah.
trip.
Of course, it being Calgary. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Let's go to
Yeah.
Calgary.
Road trip for a $10
Yeah.
burrito.
Oh, it's Mexican. I have no interest. 0% interest.
Wow, racist.
I see.
Okay.
That's why.
Mexican food. I'm just kidding.
All right, well, let's call it there. It's a bit of a long podcast, but people like these ones. Thank
do.
you so much for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast service, give us a thumbs up, give us a positive rating, and subscribe to the feed. And head over to our Facebook. I tried to say put question and page into one word. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, head over to our Facebook page, drop us a question for next month's Ask Us Anything, or if you have an idea for a topic, we'd love to hear it, so you can submit those. Until then, we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Adios.
See yous.